What's up, guys? It is Wednesday morning. It's Rachel Graham. I have some really exciting things to talk about today. Primarily one thing, and that is I'm officially a Pruvit promoter. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited because I have been wanting to get involved with this company since, I want to say about November of last year. I started looking into it. And I was still a Beachbody coach, and I actually did really well in the month of November with Beachbody in terms of getting people into a healthier lifestyle, getting them signed up with the challenge pack, and it felt really good. But there was just something missing, and I don't know if it was just like I noticed over the course of doing Beachbody programs myself for the year that I had started to feel like there was certain things that could have been different. It could be that, but that's a whole other conversation. So basically, I'm really stoked that I'm part of Pruvit because I think this company is spearheading what's going to be the next biggest revolutionary product, and not in terms of a product because it's making money and so it's going to be a big kind of fad thing, not like that. In a way that they've brought something, Pruvit has brought a product to the market that has been in the works for a really long time. Like there's videos about people talking about how doctors talking about how they've been waiting for this for a long time. Ketone esters is something that's been around, and you can't eat them. You can't drink them. They're disgusting. So I guess this whole conversation has been in the works for a very, very long time. It's been very well researched. So Pruvit is the first company that has brought this product to market to allow people to ingest ketones and get into a state of ketosis within 60 minutes. So number one, I want to be a part of that movement because I've been in ketosis now for over 40 days. I've never felt better. I am steadily leaning out, and I didn't really have a whole lot of weight I wanted to lose, but I'm not losing any muscle. I'm feeling absolutely incredible mentally, and it's just, I look around at people that I know, I look at my family, and I just see like how this product could help different people for different things. And I think that's why it's so crazy, because it isn't just for somebody that's really overweight to lose weight. That's like the last thing it is. I mean, it's for that. It isn't for that. It'll help with that. But that is a natural byproduct of this. And that is what I really want to convey, is that this is not a weight loss supplement. No, this is allowing you to stay in ketosis indefinitely. And that's something that is like virtually impossible to do from a nutritional standpoint or just a dietary standpoint alone. And some people can do it, and absolutely incredible props to them. But for the average American, Canadian, Australian, European, the average person, especially here in North America, where consumption is at an all-time high, everything is just like, you want the most food for the least amount of money. And that's just how we've been like conditioned at this point. And so this product is absolutely incredible to be able to keep you in ketosis in case you, by accident, because it could happen. Like I had a bite, I was at work the other day, and there was a big plate of nachos, and they wanted us to try them. And they had pulled pork, cheese, pico de gallo, a bunch of things I could have, just not the chips, right? So I took my fork, and I picked up some meat and cheese and some pico de gallo in a bite, and I put it in my mouth. And there happened to be a tiny piece of corn chip that was like, in there that I didn't see, and it wasn't crispy. It had broken down. It was soft. So I had that. I mean, would that have kicked me out of ketosis? I don't know. But, it's something that I didn't have to be concerned about because I had already consumed my ketones for that day. You know what I mean? Like, so it can even go as far as if it's like you are in Italy and you would like to have a baguette, or in France and you'd like to have a baguette. Italy, you'd probably be having cheese. France would be the baguette. sorry, you can have cheese. Like, what am I even talking about, you guys? Okay, if you want to have something that isn't keto, meaning grains, or say you are in the mood for a banana, you can have that. And as long as you've had your ketones, you're going to remain in ketosis. It doesn't mean that you can gorge on, whatever the hell you want and still just drink this beverage and be good to go. That isn't what it's designed for. And I think that's where the misconception is. Where people are like, well, why would you need to drink ketones if you're on the keto diet? It's like, okay, well, how long can the average person sustain the keto diet? And then some would argue, well, then that means you shouldn't do it. Well, I beg to differ. I think if there's a product out there that I can work extra shifts at my job just to purchase for myself because I know how important it is for my health and well-being, if there's a product out there that allows me to feel better, like on so many levels, and down to the cellular level, you guys, like, and I try not to get into talking about the science part because I'm not a scientist, but I really get the most excited about that stuff. Like, I mean, like, let's see, there's something right here. I'll read it off of something so I'm not just like spitting out, data. But like, for example, there's a formula called cream. It's keto cream, spelled with a K. It's bioavailable, which means your body will absorb and utilize this in feeding you healthy fats to your brain and body. AC11 DNA repair is also in this product, which repairs at the cellular level. So it's like, there's just so many components to this. It isn't just about losing weight. That's like the happy cherry on the top of the sundae sort of thing. So I'm just really excited to be part of this conversation. Especially with that documentary coming out, Magic Pill, on Netflix. That's just like, I mean, this is becoming a huge epidemic, and the epidemic is obesity, and it has been for a while. I shouldn't say it's becoming. I mean, and I say obesity because that's like the most visible thing that's happening. But then what about diabetes? Like, you know what I mean? Kids should not have diabetes because of food. Like, why is this being allowed to happen? So I am tired of sitting quietly and not saying what I think about certain things. So this is something that I'm really passionate about. And you know what? I mentioned Beachbody, and I've mentioned Beachbody in some other videos. And Beachbody allowed me to discover this forum of community-based marketing, multi-level marketing, as a tool, as a driver, to be able to discuss things that I felt otherwise, that I wasn't, what's the word I'm looking for? That I wasn't qualified to speak on. This gave me a forum to be able to talk about things because I'm using these products. So I am an expert on them. I'm an expert on the product based on my personal experience. So it's also opened up this whole realm to me of health and wellness and experimenting with nutrition, experimenting with different workout programs and seeing what works for my body and what works for my brain. And when I see a product that I am really, really passionate about, and when I've used a product I'm really passionate about, I'm going to tell people about it. And this one is next level. And I feel like I use those two words so much because there's no other words that best describe how this feels. And I just really want you guys to experience it. 10 days, you guys. You need to do a 10-day experience, okay? That's what I did, and I'm going to show you one. Okay, this is what a 10-day experience will come in. Something similar to this. It may not be this color. Okay? And you get the Orange Dream, which is the one that I had this morning that I was talking about. And this one here it has MCT oil, which acts as an appetite suppressant and absorbs quickly. This one is also really awesome if you're a person like me who gets really hungry in the morning, but you still want to try and do this intermittent fasting. And so this will keep you fuller longer. That's what I'm hoping. All right, and then the next one is chocolate swirl, and this one has no MCT in it, but this is good for people that may have a sensitive stomach, and there's prebiotics in this guy. So each flavor has slightly different additives. So they're all ketones except for cream. They're all ketones, but they all have something a little different going on. Okay, so then the other one that you'll get in your 10-day experience is the Maui Punch Max. So this is caffeine-free, but all of these flavors come in either caffeine or caffeine-free. So that's up to you. The Keto OS Max is just more bioavailable. So the Max formula is going to deliver into your bloodstream faster. All of these products are natural, you guys. Okay? There's nothing artificial in these products. That's why it's so groundbreaking. You might get a, where is it? Raspberry lemonade. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. So there's other flavors. This is just like the sampler pack. So a sampler pack means you get to try 10 of these guys for 10 days. So you drink one of these each day. And I will be including for you guys a little card. It would look prettier than this one I made for my husband, but basically it says foods to have, macro breakdown. And that's if you want to get more technical and you want to really dive in and do the ketogenic diet 100%. I have an example of a macro breakdown. But you use a calculator that you can find online to calculate your own macros based on information about you. So this is an example. But foods to have. It's just a nice quick short list. You know, when I was starting off doing this, I researched a ton. So much. Ruled Me is an awesome resource, by the way. Ruledme.com. But this just is kind of a quick look. So I have musts while your body becomes keto adapted. Electrolytes. Potassium, sodium, chloride. I'm going to show you the electrolyte supplement I use. So this is Electrolyte Stamina. This is the product that I use. Okay, magnesium, potassium, vitamin B6, taurine, and ionic trace minerals. This, you take 2 of these, 2 pills, with your ketones. Okay, because it's very important to stay hydrated and to have your electrolytes up to par. So drink half your weight in ounces per day of water. Add magnesium supplement, and this guy has magnesium, so you're good to go with this. And salt everything. I have Celtic sea salt, and that's what I've been using. Himalayan pink sea salt is also great. And then I have a little blurb here on remove from diet, just a really fast short list. Sugars, processed foods, grains, potatoes, high sugar fruits such as bananas, apples, oranges, canola oil, vegetable oils. All those processed oils are freaking garbage. You want to replace those with olive oil, coconut oil, and then any alcohol, especially the ones that contain grains. There is alcohol you can drink, like tequila. I would recommend 100% agave reposado tequila. It's the Blanco, silver Patron. It's going to be a little more expensive, but it's totally keto acceptable. Totally good to go. If you drink that with some fresh lime, just a bit though, and then some club soda. You can't have any sugars, no sodas added to that. So this is just a little short list. So you'll get that in your package and a bunch of other information. I'll email you a PDF that goes into more detail and a ton of other resources for you. So then what happens is once you've done these 10 days, and you know what, I'm going to make a separate video really detailing exactly what happens during the 10 days and what the process will look like. So don't worry about that. So after you've sampled these 3 flavors and possibly the raspberry lemonade, then at about day 3, I'm going to contact you and be like, what's up? Which flavor do you love? Because everybody loves one. For sure one. For me, it was chocolate swirl, which is funny to a lot of people. They think that's funny. But to me, people say it tastes like a Tootsie Roll. To me, it tastes more like a salted chocolate. Like a delicious chocolate with coarse sea salt on top. That's what this tastes like to me. So Maui Punch was probably my least favorite, to be honest. It's a lot of people's like number 1, like ride or die. The orange dream, I'm drinking it right now. Here's the box. This is how it comes in a 15 pack. There's all different quantities too. So once you do your 10-day experience and you decide, okay, you know what, I want to try one of these for sure, and you know, get a hold of me, or I'll get a hold of you, whatever, send you my link, you can go ahead and order your box for your next month because you don't want to run out. So you had 10 days on these. You want to make sure by day 3 or 4 that you make sure and order, because I made the mistake of not. I still didn't know. I didn't know what flavor I wanted. I couldn't decide. So make sure you order, even if it's a 15 pack, just to get you, you know, into the next leg. And then after about 10 days on this, then you could order your next flavor, however you want to do it. There's a whole bunch of different methods, but there's a whole bunch of other flavors once you decide that you're ready to order from the company. And there's some that they keep on all the time, like the ones I showed you, and there's some they add once in a while. Heart Tart, I believe they've added now permanently. This one is incredible. This would have to be my favorite flavor next to the chocolate swirl. So if I were to recommend a chocolate, because there's two, there's Swiss cacao and chocolate swirl. For me, I would do the chocolate swirl, and then I would do this for my fruity flavor. But there's also raspberry lemonade, there's purple rain, Maui punch, and there's probably even another one that's up there right now. There's some other formulas too, like Midnight, which is like a cherry cola. So there's a ton of stuff. There's Keto Envy, which is like a mint. And if you mix that with Swiss cacao or the chocolate swirl, you get like a thin mint. So it's just really fun. It's really fun because this company has taken the time to make these flavors amazing. And that's a big part of this. You know what I mean? Like, if you could just pop a pill, a ketone pill, and be in ketosis, it would be fine. But it's more enjoyable to have this delicious beverage, you know? And the fact that they've been able to make ketones palatable, and not only palatable, but delicious, is unreal. So, just as a quick recap, what are some of the benefits of using this product? Fat loss, muscle preservation, and I'm reading this right off the box. Fast and sustained energy, reduces brain fog, appetite suppression, strength gain, better mood, better sleep, better digestion, clear skin. These are all the benefits. The stuff I mentioned earlier are just the main things that stood out for me, but those are going to be different for everybody, you know? So, if you would like to do a 10-day experience and get involved, you know, start feeding your body like the nutrients that it needs, the electrolytes, start drinking enough water. That's the other thing that this has done for me, okay? Like, this has made me laser focused on a few simple things that I can do to extend, I don't even want to say extend my life, but make the quality of my life so much better. You know, if I can just do this simple stuff, it takes like all of the guesswork out of it. And I thought that Beachbody did that. I thought that with the portion fix control eating system and the workouts and everything with Beachbody and my Shakeology, that was simplified. This is even more simple. And what it's really allowed me to do is, through removing grains and sugars and by drinking this, being able to keep my cravings completely diminished, and help me stay in ketosis, I haven't, just not having to stress out about like, oh my God, I'm going to a party and there's going to be chips and like whatever, and I'm going to eat them because I only live once and who cares, and then feeling bad about it, and then like maybe binging on the weekends and drinking or having some shitty food. I'm not in that game anymore. I literally am not in it anymore. I'm at a different level. I'm at a completely different place. I can see all that going on around me, like being at the Dells this weekend. It didn't faze me. I saw people getting hammered, staggering around like at Starbucks in the morning, super hungover. I just like, I'm not judgmental. I don't feel, when I see someone partying or eating like a cupcake or like a regular piece of pizza on a grain crust, I don't feel jealous. I don't feel like, oh, I wish like I could do that. And that's sort of how I felt before. From time to time, I'd still feel that like, like I really like, and I was still eating all that shit. That's the thing. Like at night, I'd eat small amounts of it, so didn't gain weight back or anything like that, but I didn't feel good. I felt bad about myself because I was like doing so well and then screwing myself up over and over again. I'm not in that game anymore. And you know what? Like I said, I'm not judgmental of anybody at all. You do you, okay? I'm going to do me. But I really implore you to just try a 10-day experience. And it's not about the money, kids. It's about this ground-breaking product. Here's a little good blurb I'm just going to read quickly to see us off. What is ketosis? Because this is something that I can freely talk about, but I want you guys to hear it, straight from the, proverbial horse's mouth. I want you to hear it straight from Pruvit. Ketosis is a metabolic state in which most of the body's energy supply comes from ketone bodies in the blood, in contrast to a state of glycolysis where blood glucose provides most of the energy. Ketosis is characterized by serum concentrations of ketone bodies over 0.5 mmol, with low and stable levels of insulin and blood glucose. Who does that sound like it could be beneficial for? University research suggests that exogenous ketone supplements can induce ketosis even when there are normal levels of blood glucose. Ketose is in contrast to ketogenesis or nutritional ketosis, which is the production of ketones in the liver through a process by which ketone bodies are produced as a result of fatty acid breakdown. Ketone supplementation essentially substitutes for ketogenesis, but only bioavailability of ketones in the blood for cellular use creates ketosis. Nutritional ketosis usually begins at 0.5 mmol and is optimized between 2.0 mmol and 3.6 mmol. This is what we call the zone. Ketosis is not diabetic ketoacidosis, which is a serious complication of uncontrolled diabetes that occurs when your body produces high levels of blood acids called ketones in conjunction with high levels of glucose, usually when blood BHB reaches 5 to 6 mmol or above. Ketoadaptation is the process of shifting your metabolism from relying mostly on glucose for fuel to relying mostly on fat-based sources of fuel. Not only does fat oxidation increase, but your body starts producing enough ketones that they can be used as a significant fuel source. You start feeling superhuman in the zone because you are truly optimizing your native human potential. Seriously. Need I say any more? Watch out for that video that I'm going to be posting about the actual 10-day experience and kind of going through everything step by step, okay? That'll be on my YouTube channel, Rachel Graham Wellness, as will be as well. Please subscribe. Give me a like. I really appreciate it, and I love delivering content to you guys that you find valuable, and I hope you do find it valuable. If you do, please comment below and let me know what you think. All right, have an awesome Wednesday. Bye.